We are live, y'all. We recommend 13,000. Whoa. We are live. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I'm ready for a great stream. We're going to have a good time tonight. I know it's a lot later than, normal, but hey, let's have a good night. Let's have a good stream. Had a lot of things going on today, I had to take care of, everyday life things, but we are here and I appreciate everybody. I know it's not going to be a super packed stream, but it's all good. We still going to have a good time. We still got a lot to break down. And yeah, let's just have a good stream, y'all. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very, very fun. I hope everybody's having a good evening. I see people in the chat. You got Crystal in the chat. JB, you got Sandy, Wilt. Listen, I'm excited. We got a long list of things we're going to talk about. I'm not going to keep y'all super long, though, today because, listen, it is 8 o'clock. It's a Friday night. I know people got things going on. But at the same time, we also got things that we got to talk about because we still got lives. We still got, news. We still got entertainment, fun things going on, Shout out to Poppy. This is not sponsored by Poppy, but Poppy makes some really good drinks. I don't know if y'all ever had one or not. 30 calories. 30 calories. And it has apple cider vinegar, all these different things. I'm not sponsored by Poppy, by the way. I'm just, expressing my love and appreciation for, I guess you can say healthy-ish, right? Like, I don't know. I don't like drinking sodas like that. But if I will drink a soda, it will be a Poppy, right? And I'll dabble into like a little Sprite Zero here and there. Or, I try to stick to the waters, though. I try to stick to water. Water is the main source because it's free, right? Well, it's not free. This bottle right here was, I don't know. Y'all do the math. This is probably like a quarter or maybe a dime. I don't know. Something like that. But, when you buy the whole pack with 24 in there, it's probably like, $6 or something like that. Good evening, Sylvia. There we go. Good evening. Hope all is well with the family. Yeah, family's doing good. Hope all is well with your family. Hope everything's going good in your life. Appreciate you joining the stream. Appreciate you, spending the evening with us. Let's have a good day, y'all. Let's have a good time. Make sure I got my screens together. Which water tastes like soda? I would drink more. Oh, yeah. All day. If only you listen. Water is such a never mind. We're talking about water right now. Yeah, but you're absolutely right. For sure. But it's good. It's fine. It works. Doesn't give you the satisfaction of a soda, but at the same time, it still works. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that kind of thing. I heard people drink like club sodas. Like, I never had one. Well, actually, I had one. I didn't like the taste of it, but it's not my type of speed, Club sodas. All right, y'all. Let me get everything together so we can really, really dive into this. That way we all good. Hey, listen, y'all. I got some big upgrades coming very, very soon. I have actually been working on it. I can't figure it out right now, but yeah, I finally upgraded the camera. This is still the old camera. This is still the older one. I'm still trying to figure it out with like some of the issues with the quality and all of that. But at the same time, we finally upgraded the camera. What's up, Raider Guy? Welcome. Good evening. Welcome, Raider Guy. Unknown. Let's see who else we got up in here. Healing Men's Heart. Welcome back. Which water tastes like? Oh yeah, I already responded to that. 24 pack. $20? What? No way. There is no way a 24 pack is $20. No way. Per Atkins, welcome. Appreciate it. What's going on? Great content. Watch every single day. Listen, I appreciate you to the moon and back so much. I appreciate you. Best to go to Costco to get a 40 pack for $3. Did you see how much water is in Vegas? Listen, in the video I talked about it. As a matter of fact, let me see if I still got my receipt. If I still got my receipt, it's crazy. In Vegas, I spent $10 on like one thing of water. Listen, it was crazy. I don't have the picture of it up on here. God dang. I wish I had it. Yeah, it was $10, y'all. It was $10 in the Bellagio. Right inside the Bellagio. Or maybe it was Caesar's Palace. One of them. Bellagio, Caesar's Palace, one of them. It was $10 though for that. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't Evian water, right? Your special glacier water, and they say they get it from I think it's spring water, actually, not glacier. But yeah, it was it was good. It's good water, right? But at the same time, $10, right? Oh no, actually, no, it was smart water. It was a smart water, not Evian. Canadian water. Have I tried it? No, I never tried it. Bring it back to their hotel. So we did do that, Raider. We did do that, but it was still, yeah. They still raised the prices in there. Like, it was cheaper, but we was still spending like $4 for, a bottle of water, right? Like, it was cheaper though, for sure. It was better than $10, but it's just everything in Vegas is just so much higher. Everything in Vegas is so much more expensive than normal. It's like a whole different world. Beautiful cities, Vegas is so like beautiful. It is amazing. I love every part of it, but I hate the prices. Anyway, we broke it all down in the video, but between resort fees and like Uber costs, travel costs, food costs, like all of it, it was ridiculous, guys. We probably like, no matter the night we were spending, it don't even matter. It's just so expensive. The list goes on and on. Y'all probably been, it's crazy. It's so expensive. All right, we're going to give about 3 more minutes before we kick it off. Give it 10 minutes. I'm not expecting a super pack, chat today. It's a Friday. It's 8 o'clock. People normally not even watching the videos around this time. But I still promise to stream. I got to deliver on the stream. I got to deliver on my promises, unlike some other people, But we're going to dive into that later on in the stream. But yes, I got to deliver on my promises. Because I told y'all we're going to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I even canceled, a trip for you guys. Because I said, listen, I'm not going to go. We're going to cancel it out. Because we got work we got to get done. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, I don't know if you guys have y'all seen Trump? Where he is, this is a whole new scandal now. It's a whole new not scandal, but situation now. But if you're allergic to spending, but have y'all seen where Trump is using tax money to pay his debt off? Did y'all see that? I don't know. I got to do a little bit more research. I saw the interview, but I didn't get much information about it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. 230 million. I think this is it. When asked about legal team seeking and damages from the Department of Justice. I think this is it. No, this isn't it. Where is it? There it is. All right. I'm gonna play it. Here we go. I gotta show you guys this video before we get started, right? For everybody in here, it's crazy. I gotta show you guys this video though, and I'll probably make a whole video about it. This came out a couple days ago. It's not a lot of people talking about it for some reason. I don't know. Someone who didn't name their self that supports Trump donated $180 million to the troops. Good Lord. That's a lot of money. Somebody who donated $180 million is some billionaire, guys. Like, whether it's Elon or I don't know. But y'all check this out. Check this video out. It's crazy, though, if y'all didn't know. But anyways, let's see what he's talking about. Let's check this out.
The New York Times is reporting that your legal team is seeking $230 million from your own Justice Department now in response to the investigations into you. Is that something you want your legal team to do?
I don't know what the numbers are. I don't even talk to them about it. All I know is that They would owe me a lot of money, but I'm not looking for money. I'd give it to charity or something. I would give it to charity.
Which charity are you going to give it to? That's the biggest question that people are trying to get the answers to. Which charity are you going to give it to? Because, people are very specific, and there's a lot of dirty work that happens behind the scenes when we talk about this charity work and all these different things. I'm going to donate to charity, but it's still going to be a tax write-off behind the scenes, but I'm going to donate to charity, or I'm going to get my buddy runs a charity, but I'm still going to, let's just let the rest of the video play. It's crazy.
Any money, but look what they did. They rigged the election, and as you know, we had in one case 60 Minutes had to pay us a lot of money. George Slobodanopoulos had to pay us a lot of money, and they already paid. They paid me a lot of money because what they did was wrong. And when somebody does what's wrong, now with the country, it's interesting because I'm the one that makes the decision, right? And that decision would have to go across my desk. And it's awfully strange to make a decision where I'm paying myself. In other words, did you ever have one of those cases where you have to decide how much you're paying yourself in damages? But I was damaged very greatly, and any money that I would get, I would give to charity.
$230 million is what he's asking, and he's suing the United States of America, or the Department of Justice, in other words. He is suing them for $230 million. Y'all. This is not a joke. This isn't some, randomness. This is literally from the president's mouth, guys. I can't make this up. Literally, I thought it was a joke. I literally thought this was just something random. He's building some other building or something. Especially when I saw the $230 million number, I was like, there is no way he's suing, the government. Do y'all know where this money is gonna come from? It's coming from taxpayers' pockets. That's literally where it's coming from. That's literally he is paying himself on top of the presidential salary, whatever that number is. I don't know specifically off the top of my head, but he's paying himself more money, $230 million out of the entire taxpayers' bucket. I can't make this up, guys. I can't. They're building a ballroom. They're donating all this money to Argentina and all these different things. And guys, I sit back and I was thinking to myself, because I know people come on these videos and talk crazy about all the previous presidents in the past. You got people talking about Obama and all this corruption and all these different things. And I'm like, guys, what corruption? And it always blows my mind. Every time I ask this, somebody always it's so many different things that people point to why they didn't like President Obama during his past election. And of course, you may not be a Democrat. You may not support, programs like Medicaid or Obamacare was when it came out. You may not support some of the policies. But guys, I genuinely have a genuine question as to what policies and what made President Obama so corrupt when they talk about, another thing. They talk about, he rigged the election and all these different, it's so many. And then President Biden, they give President Biden heat. They give all the other presidents of the past heat. I just don't understand. And then they give President Trump a pass. They just let him say whatever. They let him make whatever decision. They let him break holes into the White House, break holes into the entire building of the White House, and build these big ballrooms, $200 million or however much the ballroom costs from donations. And guys, this is the White House, the capital of the United States of America, y'all. I cannot make this up. Listen, I don't know. I truly don't know. I don't know where we're headed. It's weird times. It's very, very weird times. You know what? This isn't even a part of the video, y'all. This was literally, I just wanted to show y'all this video. It blew my mind when I saw it. And I truly had no words. I didn't even know what to say. I was speechless when I saw that video. I was speechless. Make no mistake about it. You have no clue what's going on behind the scenes. Absolutely, Edgar. Absolutely. We have no idea. We have no idea. Clarity from the cells is mind and lies from the norm. It doesn't even seem like a lot. Absolutely. Yeah, it's so much. It's just natural. It's just a natural flow. It's crazy. All right, y'all. We 15 minutes into the show. Yeah, $230 million of our tax money. Our tax money. No, and Bruno, that's not even for the ballroom. That's not for the ballroom. Bruno, this is money going to Trump for the investigation that he had back when like the election fraud. I think it was from the election fraud. I could be wrong, but he's trying to get $250 million, $230 million back to him. It's basically what he's saying. It's crazy. But yeah, the ballroom. So, the ballroom, they got no donations for the ballroom. Like a bunch of donors, helped them out. Google, you got Meta, you got Tesla, and a bunch of companies, Walmart, Target, like all these other companies were donating to them to build a ballroom. But yeah, it's crazy, y'all. It is crazy. But anyways, Carol, hey, how's it going? Carol Bruno from Seattle. Your bestie from Seattle. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys joining. I know it's late in the evening. I know people got lives, people got kids, people got families to go to. So don't worry. I'm gonna post all of these videos to the channel over the next couple of days. So if you miss anything, you're not going to miss it. I'm even going to post it live, so you guys are not going to miss out on live either as well. So if you got to go in and out, don't worry. It's all good. We're going to get right into the stream, though, guys. We're 15 minutes in, so, appreciate you guys joining. We're going to kick it off with layoffs, like every single day, every single live stream, every single day. There's always layoffs. There's more layoffs it's crazy, guys. The job market is ridiculous, but we're going to break it all down. Let's check out this video.
So Target headquarters in Minnesota is laying off 1,800 people in the next week. I'm scared.
1,800 people, guys. So listen, that's the life of people right now. And I think she actually works for the company as we speak. I think she works for Target. But guys, Target is laying off 1,800 people. Now CNN says, around 1,000 people, but specifically Target already said they're going to be laying off 1,800 people total. Now, y'all know Target has been going through so many different situations, scandals, and bad decisions, and dealing with the impacts of tariffs and all these different things. Target is going through so many different situations as a whole. It sucks. It is ridiculous. And so many people have decided that they're not going to even go back to the store whatsoever. The boycott was just, it was supposed to be for a certain amount of period. People were just like, oh, nope, I'm not going back. I don't need to spend my money there anymore. I don't know how long that's going to last. I don't know if they'll pick back up during the holiday. But as we speak right now, so many people are still stuck on it. But anyways, let's dive into it. Target will lay off 1,000 corporate employees and close to 800 open roles, affecting roughly 8% of its global corporate workforce. Now, a lot of these layoffs are already announced that it's going to be pretty much in the Minneapolis area, right? Minnesota, which is where the headquarters is at. But the layoffs and changes set the course for our company to be stronger, faster, and better positioned, which is basically what the new CEO is trying to do. He's trying to align it and get everybody in place, cut wherever he can, trim the fat, right? Is what they love to say, and make the company more efficient, which they also said the layoffs, which come ahead of critical holiday season. And one more thing before we dive into this, a lot of these layoffs, these layoffs aren't at the store level. Just so we clear the air, disclaimer, just so you guys know, a lot of these roles are at corporate levels. It has nothing to do with store level because they need so many people at the store level. All right, so let's check this out. Layoffs coming ahead of critical holiday season are the latest signs of struggles at the Minneapolis-based company. It has been reeling from slumping sales and fierce blowback to retreat on DEI programs. So yeah, it's the company trying to cut wherever it can and keep everything afloat in terms of, they're trying to keep everything afloat, keep the company profitable, and have a great fourth quarter, because right now they're just losing money. Now the company's stock has dropped 30% in 2025, putting it among the worst performing companies in the S&P 500 this year, guys. So it's crazy. And here we go. This is specifically from Target spokesperson. They said the company did not lay off employees to cut costs. Instead, it was a step to rewire its organization to make decisions more swiftly. So I guess they're getting rid of a lot of the fat. They're getting rid of a lot of the places where they can, streamline decisions and make decisions for their own, instead of, having all these different roles, doing all these different researches, the statistics and all these different things. Instead, you got your executives. I don't know specifically, but I'm just saying they're trying to make it to where it's so simple and easy. But I'm going to say this, guys, the job market is crazy. It is getting so much worse right now within the past couple of days, and we make plenty of videos about what is happening right now in the job market. Amazon is laying off 600,000 workers. Walmart is doing a hiring freeze right now as we speak. There are many factories, manufacturing facilities, food plants across the entire United States. And guys, don't get me wrong, there are certain roles and certain companies in certain states who are actually creating jobs, but the jobs created, it's definitely getting outweighed by the jobs that are being lost by every single day Americans. It's ridiculous, guys. This is what's happening. I'm just bringing you the news as to what is happening. And I got more videos of people talking about this. Let's check this out, y'all.
Good evening. My name is Shay Eisenman. I own a car service in Minnesota. I'm hearing some word on the street this evening that Target is planning some mass layoffs for next Tuesday. It is about 9:30 p.m. I have two sources confirming. I will say lips are pretty tight, and I haven't been able to necessarily get the confirmation from the sources that I would really like to get the confirmation from. But what I'm hearing is that these layoffs will likely exceed the layoffs we saw in 2015 after the failed launch into Canada. I'm also hearing that Target will ask folks to work from home on Tuesday just to avoid the optics of, hundreds of workers leaving HQ with boxes and so forth. So we obviously have lots of friends, neighbors, customers who work at Target. We hope you stay safe, and all the best to Target.
Absolutely. 1,800 people, though, guys. 1,800 people are going to be without a job, y'all. That's a huge number. That is. Listen, I got a little bit desensitized when we talked about Amazon laying off 600,000, but 1,800,000 is still a massive number. We're not gonna sweep over it whatsoever.
That was me yesterday because I got laid off from my job. Let's talk about it. I'm really gonna try not to cry. I am still in shock. As some of you guys may know, I worked in PR and talent management. This is my first time being unemployed since I've been 16, and it's terrifying for many reasons. I live in one of the most expensive cities in the world. I really rely on the money from my corporate job to just stay afloat in the city. I'm also recently engaged. Such an exciting time in my life that is now filled with so much anxiety. They dissolved the entire division at my agency. I was told I was being laid off. I immediately felt like a failure. I was embarrassed. I now know, of course, that none of it's my fault. I can't help but feel like it's some way a reflection of me, because I think I put so much pride on my work, building my career, and just being successful. I took this job knowing it was a risk, knowing I'd be taking a leap of faith, but I wanted to take a chance on myself, and it failed. And that's okay. I'm terrified of losing this stability and structure in my life. I have two options. I can mope, be sad, and feel sorry for myself, or I can put myself out there, reach out to my connections, apply to jobs all day. And that's
I don't know. It looks like she's doing pretty well for herself, though. I mean, she got a lot of makeup. She's take care of herself, and and don't get me wrong, maybe that's just something she's already had and all these different things. But this is affecting so many different people, though. I mean, I can't speak on how people cope with a layoff, because everybody has a situation differently. Some people, mope over it for days and weeks. Some people, it takes them maybe a day or two. And some people just can do their makeup. They can wake up and do their makeup and they'll be just fine. And they go back and enter into the job market. But, it just depends on the situation, and everybody handles it completely different from the other.
Told me the only reason that they didn't fire me was because I was too much of a financial asset. Translation: I was making them too much money. This was about 7 years ago, and as I sat in the conference room, I felt like I was in a Hollywood movie. The little guy on one side, the big dogs on the other side, and it's this tense moment, and except I was the little guy, and I was terrified. Wife and baby at home. We had just gone through a miscarriage. I was dealing with anxiety, panic attacks, working my butt off 60, 70, sometimes 80 hours a week, generating millions and millions and millions of dollars for this company. Leading a team, coaching, training. By most of our modern society's metrics, I had achieved what everyone says is successful. Glass corner office, company car, 6-figure salary. It's great. And as I sat there in that room and I listened to them berate me, dehumanize me, curse at me, and tell me that the only reason that I wasn't being fired that day was because I was making them too much money, I decided I was done. I didn't know how, I didn't know what to do, but I had a mentor of mine that took me to lunch right around that same time, and I'll never forget the question that she asked me. She looked at me across the table and she said, David, who do you want to become? That question was problematic for me because I grew up my whole entire life thinking, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I had never given myself permission to define who I wanted to become. I thought that was God's job. I thought it was someone else's job. I thought I was supposed to find my calling, discover my purpose, and maybe one day God would show it to me, instead of recognizing that he already gave me this and this, and it's my job just to be his son.
Yep. And you got to sit down and make those decisions. Literally in his situation, he said that he was making the company too much money. And this is finally somebody has said it. Finally somebody has actually breaking down this situation, because I talk about it on my videos and I break it down and tell you guys over and over and over again that, most companies don't really care much about you as the person. They care about how much money and how much value you bring into the company, how much money you put in their pockets, how much profit, that is the main thing that most companies care about. Aside from all that other noise, they don't care about that. When you come and talk about your family and talk about the problems you're having in your life and build connections and take care of the team and all these different things, that is to keep morale up. That is to keep people bought into the system and continue to show up to work and perform. That is literally it. Aside from that, if you're not bringing money, guys, you are cut immediately, and especially in most situations today, as we see a lot of people, getting cut from corporate America. But it's crazy, y'all. I'm not going to stick on layoffs too much longer. This actually may be my last layoff video that I make for the rest of the month. I mean, it's October 24th right here. It's so many layoffs. I can bring a layoff video every day, and I don't want to do that. We're just going to give it a break. We're going to give it time. But anyways, this is crazy to see 1,800 workers being laid off at Target, y'all. I don't know. I'm going to give it a break, though, y'all. I'm going to give it a break. I brought so many layoff videos. It's kind of draining just a little bit. It's draining just a little bit. I'm going to take it easy on the layoffs, y'all. It's crazy. It's not about the destination and it's not about the journey. It's about who you come on that journey. Absolutely, bad boy. And to build onto that, the person who you become, sets the foundation for the rest of your life, y'all. Like the character that you build during the journey. And it's not about the journey. It's about who you come on that journey. Yeah, it's the character that you build on that journey is like, it's crazy. I'm telling you, especially the harder it is. Y'all, I have 2 kids and my wife isn't getting paid. With generationally cook. Absolutely. There's so many people, though, that are doing this situation right now, man, especially with the government shutdown, Gray. Like, so many people are not getting paid, and it's crazy. And even to see how, people are responding to this whole shutdown, like how the administration and so many, what am I trying to say? People within administration and within the government, they're just kind of just easing over it. Like, it's just not really a thing, So glad I didn't have a family. Can't even imagine being in charge. Yet, listen, healing men's heart. I'm telling you, it's expensive. It is expensive. Sold my car and guitar. Yeah. Hey, from Houston. Welcome. Houston. H-Town. Let's see what else we got. Better stop buying makeup. Yeah. If they find out Trump was using tax money to pay his taxes, or if they find out he paid the troops, can he get in trouble or not? Raider Unknown, listen, I don't know. So to answer your question, if Trump is going to get in trouble for using tax money to pay his taxes or whatever the case is, I don't know. Whatever he uses his money that he's like trying to get from the government, I have no idea. Because apparently the president can do whatever he wants to do. That's why we have the No Kings protests. We got all these other different things going on right now. Apparently he can do whatever he wants to do. Apparently. So I don't know. What can the president get in trouble for, you know? I don't know. Hey, I'm new to the channel. What's the topic right now? Anu Yushi. Yeah, we was talking about layoffs at Target. Target Corporation. Hey, Andre, welcome from Brazil. Welcome. Disastrous decisions that Trump is making here in Brazil. And the tariffs are being very well absorbed. That's good. Let me change my camera battery, guys. I got a fix for this coming real soon, so don't worry. I have a fix coming very, very soon. All right, let's check this next video out, y'all. So and we're gonna stay on the topic of Trump, you know, because I think so many people are experiencing what is happening right now within the government and you know the United States and everything. We're all going through the same thing. Everybody, excuse me. Every single body is going through the exact same thing when we talk about the cost of living, the prices of everything. Guys, it is ridiculous. When you go to the grocery store and you have to spend, I don't know, God, like $300-400 and you only got a household of 3 or 4, you know it's bad. Welcome from Oregon. Messing with Portland is so funny. They're the most polite and sane people you'll know. Listen, I hear that all the time. From Portland. I gotta take a trip out there one day. Portland, Seattle. I hear a lot of good things about Seattle, and then I hear a lot of good things about Oregon as well, guys. A lot of good things about over there. We're gonna take a trip soon. One day. I gotta get to California too. Anyways, guys, did y'all know that Trump came on here and said, he came on video, he was like, he set the prices once again, and y'all know he always does this every single time, over and over again. He says, oh, prices are way down, the economy is great, everything is going good, the groceries prices, the gas prices, the rent prices, all these different things, everything is going down, everything is great, everything is amazing. But when we go out and we see videos like this, and people, everyday Americans are going through, these situations, and they're saying the exact opposite of what the president is saying right now. Let's check out some of these crazy prices, though, y'all. We got to talk about grocery prices, y'all. It's crazy.
This is what $74 of groceries looks like in Seattle. Not even a drop of protein.
$74 worth of groceries in this one picture right here. This one screen right here. $74, y'all. You got some bananas, avocados, whatever. The list goes on and on. Looks like a bunch of fruit, maybe a little bit of vegetables in there. $74. A total of 10 items. You cannot make this up. $74. Seriously. Now, I don't know where she shopped from. Maybe she shopped at some crazy high grocery store like a Publix or Whole Foods or whatever the case is. But it doesn't even matter. I don't care. This is straight produce. This should be cheap. This should be no more than $40, $50, if that. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's crazy. But when I come out and I see these videos like this, and then I come around and I see the president coming around and saying craziness like this, I'm just let the video play for itself. And y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below.
With all of it, the beef, the ranchers, let's say, who have done a great job, have lost their shirts for many, many years. They've really been decimated. And I helped them a lot. I put tariffs on things coming in to the country, including beef. And that gave them a chance to finally have a decent industry. We are going to be talking to them. They're great people, but they've been hurt for 25, 30 years. They've been losing because other countries have taken advantage of them. And by putting tariffs on, they've been able to make a few dollars. They've been able to have an industry. But I also want to keep the beef prices low. So prices are way down. Groceries are down. Everything's down. Energy's way down. Even interest rates with a bad chairman of the Fed. He's terrible. He's a fool. But even interest rates are down.
I'm sorry. I got to play it one more time. Just in case you didn't quite hear exactly what he said. I'm going to play it one more. Just one more time. Just one more time.
So Prices are way down. Groceries are down. Everything's down.
Prices are way down. Groceries are way down. Energy is way down. Interest rates are. Guys, am I living? Listen, am I living on some fantasy land? Am I? What? I gotta look it up. I have to look it up right now. What are interest rates today? Am I living on some fantasy land where I don't know what is happening? You know, maybe I'm some crazy. I have no. I seriously. What are we talking about right now? Like I cannot make this up. Oh my, you know what? I can't even. I will lose my mind. I will lose my mind, guys. Seriously, I will lose my mind. It's crazy when I see videos like this. This is the frustrating part. Until we're able to be honest about where we are as a country, until we're able to just sit down and say, hey, people are struggling. People are going through like crazy. I'm not saying everybody's struggling, but a lot of people, your average American, even if you just go out to the public and just interview random people, especially when you go to the grocery store, maybe you're at the mall, maybe you're just at an event or whatever case is. If you're at the grocery store and you see, you know, just people, ask them what are they having their problems with the most within today's economy. I guarantee you, most people are going to say grocery prices.
Y'all are gonna stop lying to me that prices are going down. It is $25 for a single bag of Halloween candy. $25. $25. You're lying to no one but yourself.
$25, and I've already made a video about grocery with the Halloween prices, and this is cheaper. This is on the lower end. Now imagine this pack right here has 70 pieces of candy. Actually, that one there is $16. I don't know how many pieces. I think this one has 140 pieces in there. Now imagine you got this whole bag of candy right here. Maybe you're buying two, maybe even three. You're spending almost $100 on just candy alone, depending on how many you want to buy for the neighborhood. Sometimes kids, sometimes you only get one bag. And listen, I lived in neighborhoods where kids were just packed out in the neighborhood to where you ran out of candy out of just, 2 and 3 stops, or you're probably limiting the kids from getting candy, maybe 2 pieces of candy. Like, it's crazy. But when we talk about spending $25, and I've seen $30 bags of candy. I'm not the candy police, but what I am going to say is it's crazy. And, and I've worked at Target before. I've worked at Target for almost a decade, actually. I worked at Target for a long time now. I've never seen $25 for a bag of candy. Yes, the prices went up. The prices, we're already high, even coming into this year. But guys, $25 for candy it's ridiculous.
See what the prices are at a grocery store in California. We just left North Carolina and we're in California, and I need to go grab some groceries, and I'm really nervous at how these prices are going to look. So I thought I would bring you guys along with me. Let's go. We need to clean out this car after our 64-hour drive, so we'll probably do that today as well. Grocery store in the middle of nowhere. Okay, 79 cents a pound. I feel like that's not horrible. It's pretty normal. I feel like that's pretty normal. Now we're looking at paper towels, so let's see. I'm gonna get these. They're $17.99. I feel like that's also pretty accurate. No, I feel like maybe that price for a bigger one. I feel like still that's not very bad. So far so good. I am curious to see what the milk and the eggs cost though. So let's go see. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Jeez. I'm gonna look at the milk. Milk is $4. A flat of water as well. So let's see. $7 for a flat of water. There's it's like $2, $3. Home, and I got quite a bit of things, and it was only $60. Like, honestly, wasn't bad at all. The eggs were like $2.99. So
$60, but what did she get? She only got like 3 items. I think she's probably being optimistic. I don't know. I guess we're going to slide by the video, but paying $7 for a 24 pack of water and $4 for milk. I'm not saying, listen, by all means, I'm not saying milk is supposed to be free, right? I'm not saying milk is supposed to be $1, but I would love to pay $2 for milk. You know what I mean? I would love to pay $4 for some water, for a pack of water. Now the paper towels were, I guess you can say, reasonably priced. You get 6. Actually, no. I don't know, guys. I'm not the price police. I'm just saying prices are crazy. I think prices are way too high, and I think especially as I go into a grocery store every single time. I spend way too much. Just even $17, like $18 for 6 rolls of paper towels. What are we talking about? I could be completely wrong. Maybe I'm reaching. Maybe I think, prices. Maybe prices are reasonable. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. But just seeing that right there, I can't do it. I can't do it. But we have to. We have to buy it. These are still necessities. People are still going to buy it. I'm not saying that people are not going to buy it, but it's still just crazy. Let alone even talking about beef prices.
Okay, I hadn't had a Bowman's fresh turkey thigh in a long time, so I went to go grab one. $9.22 for a normal size one. So I was wondering, I wonder what it was like a year ago. And I went back to just October of 2024, and this was how much I paid. You can check your receipts on the Kroger app, so you can know how much the prices are going up. But then I got to thinking, what if everything's like this? I said, okay, well, fuck it. Let's look at my dog's favorite treats. Abound. These are good. They fit into Kong balls and don't require cleaning. $5.49. Look what I paid for them just 1 year ago. Laura's ground beef. I love a healthy alternative to fatty beef. Look at his price. $10.99. Look at the price I paid for this just a year ago. The price of beef is wow. I'd be a dirty son of a bitch if I didn't bring up coffee. Look, this is what I get when I'm not trying to spend a bunch of money. Just the Kroger brand. I like the fancy shit, but nothing. $5.99. Let's look what I paid 1 year ago. We got dates. Dates is my favorite treat. You put some peanut butter on there and some chocolate chips. It's like a Snickers bar. My sister taught me that trick. Let's look at dates. $7.99. $7.99. Holy shit. Look at what I paid for these 1 year ago. We'll be paying $100,000 for a loaf of bread before this son of a bitch gets done ruining America.
It's hilarious, y'all. And I get it. I get what he's saying, man. Everything. And it's not everything. Every single person is not dealing with the same thing. Some people actually have good grocery prices in their areas. Some areas are good. Some areas are bad. Some stores are good. Some stores are bad. But as a whole, on the grand scale of things, people are dealing with these issues as we speak. It's crazy though, man. I'm not saying, and don't get me wrong, we're about to be in Thanksgiving. We're about to go into the holiday season. It's about to be Christmas very, very soon. Y'all I don't know. Food stamps are getting cut. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on. But guys, it's going to affect so many different people. And please, by all means, is it cheaper to eat at the to buy your food at the grocery store? Is it cheaper to eat out? I don't know. I think it's still cheaper somehow. Cheaper to eat at the grocery store, but I guess it depends on the situation.
These grocery store prices got me thinking Thanksgiving dinner gonna be spaghetti this year. I did it back in '97. I can do it again this year because, baby, ham, turkey, stuffing, macaroni and cheese, dirty rice, yams. Who has the money for that? And now y'all talking about taking the food stamps for the month. I can't even buy it. I had a girl I had lined up. I'm just playing, y'all, because y'all like to take it too far. Don't go report me. They already taking people to jail for food stamp fraud. But being for real, this year, it's seeming like we're going to have a regular old dinner. Even if you take a whole chicken, cook your whole chicken with some rice and some green beans and some rolls. This might be the year that we have to just be thankful that we all together. Thank you. Happy Friendsgiving. Everybody bring one dish. Let's be for real. Thanksgiving ain't been the same since Grandma passed anyways. Baby, I'm cool with love that chicken from Papa. He's sitting in the house, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. As long as my stomach full, I don't really care where the food come from. It's only a few things that I require during the holiday season. I will find somebody auntie to get it from.
Yeah, and everybody is preparing for this situation. I don't know. Even as we go deeper into this government shutdown, I don't know how long it's going to last. But what I am telling you is it's going to be very, very crazy effects throughout the entire United States. It's going to spread like very fast, and it's affecting so many different families. It's going to affect the grocery stores. It's going to, maybe it may make the prices come down. I don't know if maybe there's even a plan, or I even see Trump talking about the government shutdown. He's still pointing fingers at the Democrats and not even trying to find a way to help people. Like I struggle with this whole thing. And even as we go deeper into it, I feel like there's somehow, some way going to be some spin on it at the end where Trump is going to make it seem like, oh, I saved the day and I brought grocery prices, and I brought SNAP benefits and all these different things, and we're making it great again and all these different. I know there's some kind of twist on it, But until then, it's hard to really say. And I guess only time will tell. Only time will tell. But we'll see, y'all. These grocery prices are crazy. I just truly dislike seeing Trump come on video and say that they're down. The grocery prices are not down by all means. Like, it's not at all. It's not at all. Popeyes is a terrible place. Yeah, it's not down at all. I saw one comment up here I want to check out, though. I forgot. Where is it? Rural America. Was it rural? I don't know. I think it's Tiff's desperation. Just as a history major, he's going to try to make people suffer so they had to kneel. Listen, I truly, when I watch, I can never connect the dots. I never understand why some of the things happen the way they do. I never understand why, but hey, I guess we'll see. Trump hating channel I see. No, it's not a Trump hating channel. No, it's not. But at the same time, we also talk about what's going on within America. It's not a Trump hating channel, though. It's just being real. It's not a Trump hating channel, though. I don't agree with Trump, a lot of the things that he say. Definitely don't. But at the same time, I don't hate Trump at all. We just talk about what's going on within the United States of America. We talk about what is happening, you know. There's a lot of things that happen in America that we talk about, you know. Project 2025. Wouldn't hate Trump if he wasn't so hateable. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so many people do. I don't hate Trump, but at the same time, I mean, I don't agree with anything. I don't agree with a lot of things that they're doing either. I don't. I believe by November 5th, people are going to lose their mind. Yeah, Raider, listen, as we go deeper and deeper into this whole shutdown and whatever, like I truly, I think I don't know. It's hard to say. And I'm not trying to make any super strong predictions, but I guess we got to wait to see. Don Mucho. Yeah. Gas prices, fuel prices did get cheaper. Yeah, they got cheaper. I think fuel right now, gas prices right now is like $2.90, $2.80 in my area. I want to say $2.80, maybe $2.90. I think in my area, which is, I think the cheapest it's been all year I've seen in my area. However, gas, you know, if y'all paid attention to trends and everything for like, you know, over time, it always goes down like during the colder months, during the colder times of the year. In my experience, at least. I could be wrong. But at the same time, yeah, it's always gone down. Georgia is a state where DHS doesn't have emergency funds for the food programs will be unavailable. Baby formula is insane. No reason it should cost what it does. Yeah, Stargaze. I'm telling you. People, I don't know. Especially like if you just live and you, like I know people who work 50 hours. I know people who work overtime, who work like, you know, work super hard. But they still have a family to feed and they don't make the whole lot of money like what you think. And they rely on programs like food stamps, you know, and they still are struggling. And you take the support away, you take the food stamps and everything away, they're left with nothing, you know. Everybody doesn't just take advantage of the systems and the programs. It's not just so people can live off the government. Some of it, a lot of it is just people genuinely need support, you know. But anyways, let's get on with the show, guys. Rural America, as we talk about all the effects of the government shutdown and everything, rural America is going through some very, very interesting times right now. I know I make videos about rural America all the time, but a lot of these states, a lot of these, you know, places are going through. It's sad. And people are being affected by this. Families, you know, families are being affected by this. But Raider said, I know some neighbors who own a Tesla, so they just charge their car at work. Listen, as much as people hate on Teslas, but at the same time, it's not just Tesla. As much as people hate on EVs, I really am considering getting an EV. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I am. I'm considering getting an EV just because, and don't get me wrong, I don't know the trade-off, maybe, you know, the higher electric bill or whatever, but just to trade off the higher electric bill for the crazy gas prices, right? Like, I don't know. I guess you got to weigh it out which one works best for you in your life, but I'm considering getting one. Not a Tesla specifically, but you know, maybe, I mean, you got many other EVs. You got many other companies. I don't know. You name the company. Based on the quality. I don't know which one I would get, but I've been looking to other brands though. Many other brands. They're just so expensive. They just cost so much. Like, why are cars so expensive? Cars are way too expensive, especially EVs. EVs are way too expensive right now. I'm not even talking about Tesla. Tesla actually has cheaper prices than your average. I got one. You can live in an EV. Yeah, you can. It's real nice. At home in my garage. Yeah, I can only imagine like having one and you just go home and you just plug it up on the charger and it charges up. You know, you wake up and you go, you know, versus stopping at the gas station and having to get gas and spend $3 a gallon, you know. It's so nice. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of nice cars out there. They're just so expensive. They're very expensive. Oh, wow. The cars prices went up. Oh, wow. The model, oh wow, to Elon. Elon is proud of these cars, man. I'm not getting a Tesla, but seriously, they went up in price. I thought they were cheaper. Tesla went up. I remember they dropped the prices. They were like 30 flat. They were $26,000. Now they back up to almost 40. Jeez. Anyways, I'm not getting a car. I'm just brainstorming. I'm just thinking about how I can save money. Anyways, y'all, let's check this out. Rural America, though, they're dealing with a lot of things. Let's check this out, guys.
If you want to know how big of a problem hunger is in rural America, spend time at a mobile food bank.
It's 90% of what I consume.
74-year-old Lorna Hall made sure to be the first at this line in Clinton, Missouri.
You've been here since last night.
Yeah.
It's that important to get what you need.
Yes. And I don't keep the car running. I can't afford the gas, so I have sleeping bags to stay warm.
Folks here share a similar raw reality.
I still feel bad that I have to come up here and sit on a line, you know, to get food. It's embarrassing as hell.
This is in rural Missouri, guys. Rural Missouri is dealing with some, like, I mean, a lot of the people in this state is like, it's crazy, guys. And it sucks to see how a lot of this state voted, guys, in the last election. Like, imagine if these people had the support. Maybe they don't qualify for the support programs or whatever, but the fact that they're sitting back waiting at a food bank is absolutely, like, I could be completely wrong, and I'm not, you know, as well versed in this situation, but they're lining up super early, waiting hours and hours in their car for food. And these are elderly. These are people who are retired, probably can't even work. I don't know about him specifically. I don't know his financial situation. But guys, what are we talking about? And I gotta show the map because I think it's very important context for this situation, even as we talk about the cuts to all the funding and everything that's going on with food stamps and SNAP benefits. But they're waiting at a food bank for hours. Guys, that lady looks like, I don't know how old she is, but she's definitely older, guys. This is ridiculous. And it sucks to see. But this is what so many people wanted and so many people voted on during the last, because it's cutting wasteful spending or no free handouts. But then you got elderly people like this who don't, you know, aren't able to feed themselves. It's crazy.
Theo and Donita Barnett are among the 175 households receiving food today.
Thank God we got it. We'd probably be sitting down there laying underneath a tree somewhere.
It's a matter of life or death.
It is. It is.
Pastor Marty Reese oversees the distribution.
We're in serious times. I mean, people are struggling. Cost of living has went up. Everything has went higher.
Are you seeing more people coming through these lines?
We used to see maybe 50 to 60 cars. It's doubled, and it's probably going to get worse.
Feeding nearly 375.
He said it's doubled. He said they maybe see 50 to 60 cars lined up waiting. He said it's double. So they're seeing hundreds of cars every single day. More cars every single day, guys. Like, this is Rural Missouri. This isn't some fake AI video. This is a real life food banks. You got food banks getting flooded now because people are getting their funding cut, guys. Like, this is just what it. I don't know how else can you break this down? Why is there all of a sudden an increase of the amount of people at these food banks? What is it? I don't know. I know personally. I know because a lot of these people are on these programs like food stamps. A lot of these people are on the programs like welfare and Section 8 and a lot of these different things. However, with higher grocery prices and the cuts, it's causing people to come out and suffer. It is ridiculous, y'all.
1,000 people falls on Harvesters, a nonprofit food network, but cuts to government programs, including more than $1 billion in federal food aid, along with rising inflation, translates to fewer donations than previous years. 1 in 7 people in 27 counties across Kansas and Missouri are food insecure.
So this is all donations right here.
Elizabeth Kiefer says the need is the highest it's been in a decade. And they expect more people as the government shutdown continues and SNAP payments are withheld.
We have a rising number of people facing food insecurity and less resources to tackle it.
What does that mean for the average family?
Folks that are utilizing food pantries, they're going to see less, unfortunately.
Another challenge is the recent Trump administration order canceling the annual USDA report on food insecurity, claiming it's become politicized.
Without that vital data, we'd be operating in the dark.
There's a message from locals to politicians bickering 1,000 miles away.
Let's quit fighting. Democrats and Republicans, come on. There's people out here starving to death.
If Congress had to live on the budgets that we live on, they wouldn't survive.
Because in the food line, hunger pains are nonpartisan.
So what do people have to say when they talk about people like living off of the government and freeloading the government and because they always like to sit back and say, oh, people are taking advantage of the system and all these different things. And what do they have to say about this? What do they have to say? And by all means, not saying them, her specifically, or the guy previously before that. I'm not saying them specifically. But guys, when I see maps like this, seriously, I'm not trying to laugh. I'm not trying to be whatever. But when I see maps like this, seriously, when I see maps like this, that right there, that specifically shows me that so many people were uninformed and so many people didn't make the right decision in the polls in this last year. Like, that right there shows me that so many of these people don't really understand and don't really care about how things affect. And we see this over and over and over again. So many people, it's only until it affects them, it's when they start to like struggle. I'm not talking about her specifically because genuinely, I don't care who she voted for. I don't like to see people struggle. I don't. I genuinely don't. At whatsoever. I don't. But guys, seriously, this is the problem that we have within America. This is a real issue that we have right now within the United States. This is a real issue. This is what they need to be showing on Fox News and all these platforms. That's why I make these videos, because they don't show these videos. This is on CBS. They don't show these videos on Fox News. They make it seem like everything is great and all these different things. Oh my goodness, this is crazy though. Rural America is I mean, they're going through some scary times. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but they're dealing with the effects of the way that a lot of their cities and states have voted on.
We all just collectively got the email in southeastern Oklahoma that we will not be getting our food stamps starting November 1st, and this is probably one of the scariest times as a parent that I've had to think about this, and I don't know what to do. This is genuinely so messed up. And so I want you guys to be aware, so very intentional that they would do this right before Thanksgiving and Christmas. I can't even fathom. So while everybody's taking trips and going in their private planes, there's going to be thousands of children without food this month if they don't open back up. Like, I don't understand how government officials are getting thousands and thousands of dollars every single day, but the people who don't make thousands and thousands of dollars every single day are the ones being punished. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how they're still getting paid and everything's still good with them. They'll get to go home to...
I'm sorry, not one city, not one county, not one Not one blue, oh my God. Guys, I cannot, like, seriously, 66 to 31%. 66 to 31%, guys. What are we even talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? So, like, what? What? So the people, and I'm not saying who she voted, guys, and when I say people voted for it, I seriously, we're beyond that right now. We seriously are. But I think that puts a lot of perspective. This is why we make these videos, because so many people are like dealing with this situation right now. The reason why I show these maps, because it just adds context to the situation. It's not going to change a thing because, guys, we're here now. I mean, there's nothing else. I mean, seriously, there is nothing we can do about the situation. I'm going to be quite honest with you, right? There's nothing we can do. There is no going back. There is no like, if we all come together, yes, we can come together as people and show common decency, like donating to charities and helping food banks and all these different things. Yeah. Making a handout, like we can help as a society, but in terms of the government and all these different cuts and all these different situations, there is nothing we can do about that, guys. We can't go back, change what happened to the election. We can't. My point is, the reason why I show certain things and certain decisions, guys, we shouldn't even be in this situation in the first place. We shouldn't. We should not be in this situation in the first place whatsoever. It makes no sense. It makes no sense of what is happening and seeing what is going on right now within Rook. It makes no sense. But like I said, once again, they make like the decisions that are made to push this whole system. It is funded by these programs, these low income states. It is. To see Oklahoma red, like, I mean, not one person, not one state, not one. Jeez. And she's getting it. Listen, and she is getting affected as the result of this. I don't care who she voted for. I mean, maybe she did vote for Trump, maybe she didn't. But I'm just saying, she got family, she got kids, probably, maybe people she's taking care of, right? But at the end of the day, guys, I mean, she's dealing with it. She's suffering as an effect of what the nation has brought to us, guys.
Their mansions and their fridge is full of food, and then the lower class people just get to what? This is going to cause an uproar. Oh my God.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Absolutely.
Chevis Watson says he works about 50 hours a week, making $11 an hour.
We've got an elder in the house that doesn't work, and we've got kids. My partner has been in a car accident in the last year, so she's unable to work.
But he does what he can and relies on programs for support.
SNAP proves to be a true lifeline, a true benefit, where we're able to, buy the stuff that we need.
But when Watson got this letter from the USDA saying his SNAP benefits, which give him $615 a month, will get cut if the shutdown goes past the 27th, he panicked. Others are in the same boat. Amanda, who asked that we not share her last name, says she's a single mother with a 4-year-old.
Without a car, we have to order online, and the groceries are, for a lot of things are almost double. So, that obviously eats away at the amount, leaving us less, to be able to shop with.
So the need is great. The Central Texas Food Bank says since the shutdown started, they've seen a 35% increase in services. And if SNAP gets cut, the need will grow.
Yeah. Oh, of course my camera died. Let me fix this out for y'all, man. Oh, don't worry. We got a couple more days. Actually, I'm going to have this fixed by Monday. I got my battery coming tomorrow. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm sorry about that, y'all. All right, let's finish the rest of this video. This is crazy, though. Let's see. Here we go.
There's over 127,000 households relying on SNAP. And so we will see that translate to more people in our lines in need of assistance. We are currently spending $1.3 million per month to purchase food. And beyond that is just unsustainable.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of money. And even in states like Texas, I mean, families like he's just a regular working dad who's trying to provide for his family. He's working so many hours, overtime, and all these different things, right? Like it's just a regular working dad dealing with this. So I can only imagine how it's going to be as time goes along, and hopefully they make a decision and go ahead and bring the government back up and get these programs recovered. And it shows me how people truly think when I see these videos online where people say, "Oh, people are taking advantage of the system," and "Oh, I want to see food stamps being cut. I want to see people whatever because I couldn't get it, so nobody else should be able to get it." Like when I see videos like that, that is when I draw the line. I'm just like, seriously, it is so it grind like, yeah. I don't know. It's rural America though, guys. They're going through a lot of these situations, but regardless, I mean, this is Texas. One of them was Oklahoma, and the other one was Missouri. Like some of the reddest states within the United States right now, and they're getting hit the hardest based off of what the policies are happening right now within America. They get hit the hardest. They're getting hit the hardest. Michael, was your camera made in America? No, it wasn't made in. Well, actually, it could have been. It's a Sony camera. Sony is made. Is that American? Yeah, I think it is American. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. All right. Yeah, I got a battery coming though soon. It's actually coming tomorrow, so we'll have that whole situation fixed. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm tired. Like that happens every stream. And it didn't hit me hard until I start streaming. Like before, y'all didn't see all the behind the scenes things. Now you see all the behind the scenes things that happen as I work, right? Like I can't edit anything, before I can just cut that part. I can edit it out. But no, we're y'all seeing everything, That's the difference in live streaming. But don't worry. Like I said, I got this this battery thing. I'll show you guys while we in between this segment right here. It's this battery thing. It's called a dummy battery. It's a dummy battery. I just ordered it. Yeah, this thing right here pretty much is plugged in the whole time and it keeps the battery charged. I had no idea about it. I had to do some research, but yeah, it's supposed to work pretty good. And I actually invested in a new camera. So should get some higher quality here soon, and everything should be great, guys. Everything should be all good, all good, all good. All right, let's check out some of these comments. You had a bad BF that does the opposite of whatever you tell him. Like the administration. The American nightmare, not the American dream. Yeah, it is. It is. Snap will get cut first is days away. Yeah, Ziggy, it is going to. It's going to get cut without a doubt. We're so far like seeing how the administration is handling this whole thing. We're so far away from having a deal or coming together on agreement that there's no point. Like they're so far away from coming together, and even seeing how people think I hate Trump. I don't hate Trump. But guys, it's just so much to talk about with Trump. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much to talk about. Seeing how he comes on videos and just draw a wedge between the entire government and just divides everybody. It gives me no hope. I have no hope for this whole, administration. I have no hope. I have no hope. Ziggy says voting ain't gonna do it. I mean, it'll help. Voting will help. Like, imagine if we had a different administration within the government right now, all right? Like, we wouldn't be dealing with half of the things that are happening as we speak. Not saying that they're the better candidate or, whatever the case is. However, we wouldn't be dealing with a lot of these situations. People vote based off of how things affect them, or people vote based off of, what am I trying to say? How things affect them in their lives. Well, sometimes if they're informed, right? Most people, if you do your research and sit down and whatever, they vote based off of how policies affect their life. Well, at least they should. So, your millionaires, your billionaires, and people who make a lot of money, they're going to automatically vote Republican most of the time. And then the people who are middle class and pretty much below, they're going to vote Democrat. Most of the time, you know, sometimes they go the other way, and it solely depends. Sometimes, you know, the bottom always, it truly depends on the situation. But the millionaires, the billionaires, and the upper middle class are the people who benefit from Republican policies the most. That's it. That's most of the time. Most of the time, that's what it is. Cuts to systems like capital gains tax. You know, there's so many cuts that support billionaires and people who are already making a lot of money. They don't care about food stamps. They don't care. What is that gonna like? What are they like? You know what I mean? I regret ignoring Trump in 2017. Yeah, it's real. I don't know how this can be fixed. I don't like the duopoly. Yeah. Do you think the government is still gonna do a daylight savings time? Yeah, it's still gonna be a daylight savings time. Yeah, for sure. Feel so bad for the children going without food. Andy, and that's why I make these videos. Because it's important. Kids, elderly, right? Like, it's not just people. There is this narrative, and I found myself starting to play into it just a little bit. There's this narrative that just people on these food stamps and these SNAP and WIC and all these different programs, these government funded programs, there was a narrative that all they do is just freeload the government and just have all this junk food and crap in their you know, everybody, right? This narrative that everybody that are on these programs, everybody that's on these systems, that's all they do. They take advantage and they don't work, they don't do anything. When in actuality, and like I said, I found myself playing into it too. I posted a couple videos about it, which I spoke my point of view, my opinion, and I had my stance and I stood on it. But on the flip side, there's not. I mean, yes, there are people who do take advantage. And by all means, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with people choosing not to work and staying on these programs and just getting all this money from the government for free without, you know, meeting the required eligibilities, stances. I don't agree with that. But at the same time, people got kids. People got, you know, it depends. Everybody's situation is different. It's such a touchy subject. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody's not going to agree with everybody. But I think there should be a middle ground, at least, you know. It should be a middle ground. And we're going to stay on that subject as we speak, actually. Guys, I don't think people are prepared. And I'm not fear-mongering, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think people are prepared for what is coming within the United States. I don't think people are prepared whatsoever. Ziggy said it's not the kids' fault that they were brought into. It's not. Absolutely. It's not. This is why a lot of people aren't having kids. I see less and less pregnant women. Absolutely. You're seeing it happen less and less so often to where, you know, it's just getting worse. It is. It is. I was working, paying bills, and had lower assistance. Sad kids have to be affected. Absolutely. That's why people are. Trump 2028, Buckward. Hey, I hope you don't truly believe. Hey, Buckward, you know, I got a serious question. Like, by all means, I'm just very curious. Do you think Trump is going to get into office in 2028? Or is that just some kind of like troll rage bait thing that everybody says? I'm very curious as to what you think. The Donald J. Trump ballroom. Yeah, Rise Up America. Buckward. Section 8 housing money will run out mid-November. Yeah, it's going to run out very, very fast. It's going to run out very, very fast. You're going to start seeing people getting evicted. I actually made a video about it already. But you're going to see people getting evicted and all these different things. Rennie Den. Oh, they say he's a bot. He's a troll. Yeah, I mean, hey, there's so many people that actually believe that. But, hey, I don't know. There's people that genuinely believe that he's going to get into office in 2028. People genuinely believe that. Like, it baffles me. It baffles me. He's naming a ballroom after himself. In Homewood, Alabama, they're imposing encampment ordinance. No homeless are not allowed. Oh, wow. Facts, Amy. No president have. Yeah, absolutely, Amy. No president can have 3 terms. Absolutely. It's rigged. Shelters are going to be packed soon. It's all a setup for digital for Trump to win. Yeah. It is rigged. So many things. I don't know. Anyways, Let's check this out, man. So many people are not prepared, though. I'm just going to tell you that. We're going to preface this, and then let's just check out the video, though, guys. It's crazy. Y'all, this video right here is actually going to blow your mind. And this is where I speak from. This video right here is quite literally he will, Jay, probably no midterms in 26. Healing, hey, don't say that. Please don't say that, Healing. Healing men's heart, do not say that. Probably no mid. Listen, if it gets bad, like... bad, do y'all think that they can mess with the polls? Listen, I'm not even gonna get that dark. That is crazy. It makes me think. I even used to talk about it, like the way how they're acting right now. It makes me think, like, how is it gonna be win the election? If Trump doesn't win the election, can you imagine what it's gonna be like? God, like, it's crazy. It makes me think. Rise, I've been watching you for a while. Great work. I appreciate that, Rise Up America. Thank you. I appreciate the support so much, so much, so much. All right, let's check this out, guys. What is happening? I don't know what's going on with my video. Let's see here. Let's see if this one plays. Okay, that one there is playing. All right, let's go back then. We got to start here. I got to start here. But like I said, this is the video. This is where I speak from, right? This is my perspective. This is why I make the videos that I do, because we don't see enough of this. We don't see enough of this. I don't put anything behind these clowns. Yeah, absolutely, Andy. Absolutely, Andy. Yeah, we don't see enough of this perspective. All right, let's check this out.
You know, it really hurts me to see. I see all these families out here talking about this EBT thing, about this government shutdown. And, you know, like, I'm a 21-year-old dad. I got 3 kids that I take care of, plus, like, another one that isn't mine, but she's with me most of the time. So I got 4 kids that depend on me on the daily basis to give them food and provide for them and to make sure that they have a house over their head, you know. And I work a lot. My girlfriend, she works a lot too. So then we got this, you know, we got assistance that is given to us because we're a low-income family.
4 kids, guys. I hope y'all didn't sweep over that or didn't catch that. He has 4 kids that he's taking care of. Mind you, he's 21 years old. 21. I mean, 3 years out of high school. 4 kids he's taking care of. One of them's not his. Guys, what? I'm just giving the context, so make sure that you guys didn't sweep over this.
And it's like, I see all these people out here talking about how people who use EBT or need EBT are lazy. Well, I'll tell you this right now. I ain't lazy. I work my ass around to you any time of the day. Any time of the day. But it hurts my heart because now I got to look at my kids and I got to look at my family and I got to wonder what the fuck I'm going to do now. And it's 2025. Nobody should have to feel like that. Nobody should have to think like that. It's not like we're out here being savages fucking hunting for our food and shit. Now we can go to the grocery store and buy it. So why should I have to be worried about where my next meal is going to come from? You know, I'll sit here and I'll starve myself any day for my kids to eat, but I shouldn't have to. I should be able to be strong so then I can feed my family, you know. And I'm not saying that all my food expenses come from EBT, but at least for half of the month it does. You know, half of the month my food is paid for by EBT, you know. And it's like, so now what am I supposed to do? Not pay my rent or not pay my vehicle or not pay my electricity? Not pay my vehicle insurance, which is needed in order to drive a vehicle? Like, it just makes no sense to me. I don't know. But maybe I'm wrong.
This is real life, guys. This isn't some real fake video. And these are the stories that we don't hear enough about. These are the people. These are the families. These are the hard workers that we don't hear enough about. We see all the videos of the people out here complaining about food stamps and, oh, they're stealing groceries and, oh, you shouldn't have these kids and all these different things. Oh, you're freeloading the government. We see all these videos from the right and the conservative and MAGA and all these different things. Guys, he is 21 years old. 21 years old. 21. This isn't like... This is the problem. This is the issue. And I got to give shout out to the creator. His name is Young Dad 15. He is 21 years old, taking care of 4 kids, guys. 4 kids he has. And even his other partner. Maybe he's got a wife, a girlfriend, or whatever the case is. 5 people whatever the math is, 6 people inside the household who he's taking care of. I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm going to say this right now. People are not prepared for what is about to happen right now within the country. I'm not fear-mongering. I'm not trying to make you afraid. I'm not trying to make you scared to go out here and do craziness. But what I am going to tell you is people are not prepared for what is coming in right now within the country within the next couple of weeks. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have families desperate. You're going to have people out here who are going to be... He is working 3 jobs right now. Let me say that one more time. 3 jobs at 21 years old. Do you truly think he's not going to do whatever it takes to feed his family? Do you genuinely think that he is the only one in this world right now who is going through this exact situation? Do you genuinely think that this whole government shutdown with they just need to get jobs. They just need to find out. Do you genuinely think this is just going to be something that's swept under the rug and, people are going to be okay. They just got to go. If you think that, you are absolutely lost. And I'm not trying to fearmonger. Like I said, once again, I always have to preface this and give disclaimers. I'm not fearmonger. I'm just telling you guys, you have to understand that these food stamps with these grocery stores, these food banks, with these, like, guys, you're going to see elevated security. You're going to see people stealing because they got to feed them. You're going to see so much happening. Grocery stores are going to be closing. I'm just saying. And if you don't believe me, if you think I'm fear mongering, if you think I'm just, talking out the side or whatever case, if you truly think that, I just wanted to go. As a matter of fact, my wife just went in the grocery store this morning, and saw people walking out with full carts of just groceries, planning for this whole shutdown, right? And don't get me wrong, people have always stealing groceries. People have always, it's a shame that people have to steal groceries. It's ridiculous, right? But people have always done that. But I'm just saying, y'all, I got more videos in here. We're going to check it out. I know we spent a lot of time on that one right there. I just feel very strongly, and shout out to that creator once again. His name was Young Dad _15. I remember off the top of my head. I'm going to follow this dude along, guys. This is crazy, though.
My name is Carla Zimmerman. I just retired in June from 25 years of teaching.
My name is Bartley Armitage. I've been in Eugene, Oregon most of 45 years. I was a union carpenter for over 30 years and still a member of the Carpenters Union.
Our current premium is $443 a month.
Through the ACA.
Through the ACA, and which is manageable for us, both retirees. However, it's going up to $2,224 a month. We are kind of in shock. That's without the subsidy. With the subsidy, it's manageable for us. We still live paycheck to paycheck, but it's manageable. The Affordable Care Act, we sort of counted on that in the interim period as retirees to sustain our health care. Without the subsidy, we honestly don't know what we're going to do.
Without the subsidy and with that kind of increase, it's like buying another house and trying to pay for 2 houses at the same time.
Just to get health insurance, guys. Just to get health insurance. And of course, the Affordable Care Act, they're making cuts to that right now. The government shutting down. I don't know how that's affecting the Affordable Care Act right now as we speak, but their premium went up to $2,300 a month, guy. Like, what? And it's not just them. There are so many Americans that are dealing with this exact situation right now. So many. And that's why I say people are not prepared. People are not prepared for what is happening right now. What is about to come on within the country. People are not. They're just not. And it's not to their fault. People just don't educate themselves as to what is happening. That's why I make these videos, because, and I hope that it gets a lot of reach, because, if you're not prepared, if you don't understand the different things that are happening, you're going to be blindsided. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about this. When your health insurance, when you're, whatever, if you're in Medicaid or whatever system you are on, if it goes up, if your premium goes up every single month to $2,300 a month, What do you do? There is quite literally nothing you can do about that, except from shopping around and trying to find lower rates, maybe pick up a job again, to get a better premiums. Aside from that, there is quite literally nothing you can do. Same thing with the food stamps. People are going to food banks, but the lines are getting longer. Y'all saw the rule video I just made where they're doubling how many people are at these food banks. It's crazy.
Yeah, so we don't know what we're going to do exactly. We don't know how we're going to have some health insurance and be able to afford it on a monthly basis.
The thing that gets me the most is that both of us have worked our whole lives.
Yeah.
I always had faith that our government wouldn't need help.
The government, that our leaders would have a heart and try to find a way to help everyday Americans.
What I would say is this government should be about we the people, not about some.
Yeah, it's not about the people though, guys. And I got to give a shout out to the creator. If you guys want to check them out on TikTok, their name is Ron Wyden, right? If you guys want to check them out on TikTok, but these are families. And that's why I bring these videos, because these are real stories. I'm just giving them the platform so they can check it out. These are real families. These are real stories of people who are going through these exact situations every single day. These are families, guys, and and it's not just food stamps. Once again, you saw it was healthcare, it's rent prices. People are going to start getting evicted from Section 8 housing. I'm not saying that people don't take advantage of the system, but as a whole, this is what you're going to see within the next couple months.
So honestly, from this day forward, I'm repenting for all of my sins, because what we seen in Walmart tonight, it really just was a wake-up call for me, because it was just a wake-up call. I can't even really explain it. It was just scary. It's just scary. I had my children there. We were there as a family. And the things the extreme that people will go through is just like, it's crazy. And all I can say is, whatever I have done in the past, please God, erase my sins. This day forward, I am going to try to be a bigger and better person, not speak negative about anybody, because you never know what a person is going through. Them people may have needed those groceries, but me, I know that from here on out, my family is covered. And I just want to say to the people who have to resort, or who are resorting to these things, just please be careful. It is not worth your life. It is not worth your freedom. But from this day forward, my family and I are repenting from all sins, and we're going to try to do right from here on out. No.
So basically, if you guys don't know what she's speaking on, she saw a family stealing inside of the grocery store. I don't know which grocery store she was in. I'm sure there's additional context needed in the situation. And so many people are posting about this situation. People were actually recording videos. I need to go back and find it again. But listen, people are talking about this across the United States. And, it's affecting people. It is. As a matter of fact, this next video I just found, not this next video, the last one in here, so stay tuned for that. I found people are just recording themselves stealing because they already know that the money is not coming. So, and don't get me wrong, I'm not promoting you go out there and record yourself stealing, but at the same time, and maybe I did miss it. Maybe she did say Walmart. I could be completely wrong, but I remember she said the grocery store, which was where she was at, and she saw, whatever. Now she's repenting, because don't get me wrong, if you are in a good situation right now, please be grateful, because it could be so much worse than what it is. And even if your situation is good, it can still affect you in some kind of way. You just gotta truly keep yourself informed about what is happening right now. But let's check this out.
Just don't understand it. Don't understand it at all, but it's going to cause a lot of chaos.
People using SNAP benefits are bracing for cuts to the program. The U.S. Department of Agriculture notified states around the country that it will not be able to fully fund November SNAP benefits because of the federal shutdown.
I'd use it to get certain foods that I need, and vegetables and stuff that I need. So without it, the little money I make when I do side work is going to make me use that money to do. It's going to mess me up a little.
Republicans and Democrats in Washington have been at odds, failing to pass a federal budget impacting many services, including the nation's food assistance program. And Pennsylvania, about 2 million people use SNAP benefits. New Jersey has more than 800,000 recipients, and Delaware has over 100,000.
I don't know if you can see the warehouse behind me here, but in the last 3 or 4 years, I've never seen the warehouse as empty as it is today.
Officials with Share Food program are already struggling to feed families in need in the Delaware Valley. They say cuts to SNAP benefits will cause even more issues.
We're going to see here in Pennsylvania about 2 million people rely on the SNAP program that aren't going to be able to get that as long as this government shutdown goes on. So it's going to mean even more people than ever coming to us at Share Food program.
My father raised me to be the man, not begging, but asking people for, unless you really, really need it. And this is coming to where I'm going to really, really need it.
And SNAP recipients should know that unspent funds can be rolled over into next month, but this whole issue can be resolved if Congress comes to a resolution. In Philadelphia, Johnny Archer, NBC 10 News.
Yeah, I guess we just got to wait and see, guys. And I see these videos, and don't get me wrong, I don't like talking about it, but at the same time, you see it. And people use these videos and say, oh, these are people who are living off of these programs and taking advantage, whatever. But check this out. We're going to watch it. We're going to see what's going on.
Yeah, I told y'all, with or without EBT, me and mine gonna eat.
Clock it. Of course we gonna eat.
We gonna eat.
So I got to say, the biggest thing I'm going to say about this video, right? Why are y'all recording it? You know what I mean? Like, I get what she's saying. She's probably going through struggles. And I know creators that are going to take this video and take it completely out of context and whatever. They're going to come on here and make it seem like some craziness and black fatigue and all these different things, right? But, you know, why are you recording it? I'm just saying, this whole situation right here, I guess they come in here and they're stealing the whole cart of groceries. What I'm telling you is, and from all the videos right now, from all the things that you guys have seen from this entire segment of this video, just prepare yourself. Seriously. Just prepare yourself. And, you know, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. We'll see where we head, though, man. We'll see where we go. Let's see here. Americans should not file their taxes. Struggle meal is about to be a very real meal. Yeah, it is. It is. That master's son. Yeah, it is. Struggle meals, they are. Just came into the show chat. He's paying off his debts with our tax money. Super mate. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I'm going to show you guys the video one more time. Hold on, wait. If you guys didn't see it, I'm going to show you guys the video about Trump. He's using tax money to pay the debt. He's using tax money to pay off his debt. Let's see here. Y'all check this out. This is crazy. Promoting laziness? No, Jimmy, it's not laziness. He created a whole new account just to come back and y'all check this out though. All right, let's see. I'm gonna show you guys this video.
The New York Times is reporting that your legal team is seeking $230 million from your own Justice Department now in response to the investigations into you. Is that something you want your legal team to do?
I don't know what the numbers are. I don't even talk to them about it. All I know is that they would owe me a lot of money, but I'm not looking for money. I'd give it to charity or something. I would give it to charity, any money. But look, what they did, they rigged the election. And as you know, we had, in one case, 60 Minutes had to pay us a lot of money. George Slobodanopoulos had to pay us a lot of money, and they already paid. You know, they paid me a lot of money because what they did was wrong. And, you know, when somebody does what's wrong now.
Yeah, basically he's going on and on. He's trying to justify why he's getting $230 million from the government. And it's coming out of taxpayers' pockets, guys. If you don't know, I mean, yeah, he's already talked about this many different times. And this was 2 days ago. I watched this video earlier. If you guys were in the stream earlier, yeah, it's crazy. But, you know, I mean, he's basically trying to get his money back from all the situations, and I don't know if he deserved the money. I'm not here to debate that, but I do know, why is it coming out of taxpayers' pockets? You know, why are we paying the $230 million that he lost? I don't know. I have no idea. He's the president of the United States. He's a billionaire. He's made so much money. You know, I don't know, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. It makes no sense to me, but This is what people want. This is quite literally what people, are in support of. It's quite literally what people support. I can't do the research for you. I can't sit back and tell you what's right or wrong. You got to see for yourself. You got to make that decision. But hey, makes no sense, man. And how is he even able to do that? You know what I mean? Like, how is he even able to take money like that? I don't know. If only it was that easy, and if it is even possible, you know what I mean? Like, is he going to be successful at doing it? I don't know. Hey, that's what it is. If y'all saw that, yeah, I watched it earlier though. 40 billion for Argentina, but nothing for EBT. Yeah, yep. Argentina gets the good treatment though, but farmers are struggling. Let's talk about these farmers. I know I gave farmers a break. I made one farming video this entire month. After months and months of talking about farmers, I was the farming guy. I apparently turned into the farming expert. But now anyways, let's talk about these farmers. Cattle ranches right now are they are in fumes. Yeah, he will get the money. The person who made the decision is his former attorney. Yeah, Chris, we'll see. We'll see. All I can say is I'm glad he's very old, man whose health is on decline. I don't know. Yeah, cattle ranches though, guys. Farmers. Like I said, I gave them a break. And we talked about them last stream. But I think this is very, very important where we're headed. If you guys don't know, Trump, guys, oh my God. This whole stream is about Trump. And I'm sorry. There's so much to talk about right now. There's so much to talk about. But guys, Trump. We're buying cattle and beef and food from Argentina. We're importing all these food from Argentina to the United States of America. When we got our farmers who are quite literally struggling as we speak. But we're going to buy from these other countries. We're going to buy from them. It's crazy. Let's check this out, y'all.
Going to be so fucking pissed if Donald Trump fucks up this cow market. They kept all these goddamn replacement heifers, which I was like teetering on, God, they're expensive. Should I keep them or not? So that would just be really fucking cool if Trump does go ahead and fuck this market up for everybody. Thanks, Trump. Let's hope he doesn't. Just keep your fucking mouth shut, Trump, about cattle. But any which way, guys, could have sold these for, here's what my thinking is. Could have sold these heifers for, I think their sister mates brought around $2,400. And then let's say they do drop this fucking cow market into the absolute dog shit shitter hole. And then next year you can buy $2,700 bred heifers. That was a big waste of fucking money there. Personal opinion, I think the government should just keep their stupid fucking grubby little hands out of the cattle market, because you know what? Just let it run its fucking course naturally. If people are still buying it, the fucking demand's there.
Now listen, this guy right here, and if you don't know, I mean, y'all probably saw him on the channel earlier, in the year. I've watched him so many times, and, give credit to him. The Farmer Friend is his name. He's made a lot of, funny, hilarious, comedic videos, rage bit here and there, and all these different things, right? But he's actually sitting down and being serious in this video, speaking about what is happening within the country, because right now they're talking about buying cattle, buying beef, buying all these different things from all these different countries, right? Well, not all these different countries, specifically Argentina, where all of a sudden they're buddies and they're helping them out and all these different things. And by all means, I am not well versed in Argentina. I don't know much about the country. I don't know about their struggles. I'm not even from Argentina. I've never been. I have no idea. But guys, what happened to America First? The whole thing where he was talking about, oh, we're taking care of America. We're bringing all these different things in America. If you don't come to America, you're going to struggle. But you're picking and choosing exactly who you want to support when it benefits you. Who knows what is going to come out of this whole situation, and why all of a sudden We're giving $40 billion to Argentina. Now we're screwing the farmers market, right? Which was already very, very bad as we speak. It was already very, very bad. But it's going to get even worse because now we're buying from a whole nother country instead of supporting the farmers who are already struggling as it is. Not every sector of the agriculture sector is struggling right now. Not every sector of it is, but you got your soybean farmers who are struggling right now. You have your cattle farmers who are about to start struggling. As a matter of fact, they're already struggling. There is a demand for the farmers right now with the United States. And it's crazy. And I'm not a farming expert at all. I'm not. I have no idea. I've never farmed a day in my life. But what I can tell you is it's straight economic. Like it is basic math 101. Support the farmers that are here within the United States, and you wouldn't have these issues. However, at the end of the day, so many people, and I gotta say this: so many farmers, so many people, guys, we shouldn't even be in this situation in the first place. I'm gonna tell you this right now: we shouldn't even be here right now, but we're here now because so many people voted on this situation, voted this guy into office, voted on all these different policies. And I don't hate Trump. I just dislike the decisions that he makes. I don't hate Trump. I hate no one in this entire world. I'm just saying the decisions that are being made right now. You know what? I'm just letting the video speak for itself. Farmers are furious right now. They are so mad, and they're speaking out all across the United States.
Well, Friday hit different, didn't it? Cattle market took a nosedive. Had been climbing for 10 straight days, and then boom, dropped like my phone service does when I drop in the bottoms. Well, the weird thing is, herd numbers are still at an all-time low. Grocery store beef prices didn't even get a chance to blink. But the Board of Trade has us all scrambling like we missed morning chores. Leaves a lot of variables.
Let me know if the audio is good, guys. I've been seeing a lot of issues with the audio. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Up in the air. As a feed store, do we keep rolling in big orders of cattle products? Do we tighten things up a bit? As a producer, do we back off? Or do we keep feeding like normal? There's a lot more questions than there is answers right now, guys. But one thing's for certain. If it made perfect sense, it wouldn't be agriculture.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I completely agree. Completely agree. The uncertainty, the situations with the trade deals with so many different aspects of the farming, like the uncertainty alone, especially you can't run a business on uncertainty. You can't. That's just genuinely how it works. So I get what he's saying. I get exactly what he's saying. Shout out to the creator. I got to give credit where they do. His name is Cole Deuce Blonde. Y'all can check him out on TikTok. He makes lots of videos. But even from this perspective, this is another cattle farmer he's preaching on the prices. Let's check this out.
Well, here's a little discrepancy. There's some people crybabying about $6 a pound ground beef. And it's about 37 cents, 37.5 cents an ounce. But potato chips are 95 cents an ounce. Snickers candy bars are 85 cents an ounce. Fresh tuna is 62 cents an ounce. And mac and cheese is 52 cents an ounce. So, and we have to keep these cattle 365 days a year to produce a calf, and then another year and a half or so before we can harvest that calf. It's not like it's going out and catching a fish or whipping up some farmer's produce, it provides sugar and caramel and everything else and making a candy bar or throwing some mac and cheese together and selling it to you. Beef is not high priced. It's a very nutritious product. You hear me now?
I get what you're saying, but the beef prices are through the roof. I get what he's saying, though. I get what he's saying. Yep, I get exactly what he's saying, but maybe I could be just, interpreting completely wrong, but hey, it's crazy.
You guys, I can't stay quiet about this.
The talk about importing more foreign beef to help lower beef prices, that's not the solution. It's the same failed policy that's already hurt rural communities, shrunk our American cow herd, and handed even more control of our food supply to big corporations. Right now, the 4 big packer companies are already importing beef from like 20 different countries, including Argentina. They're allowed to sell that beef right beside American beef without a label telling you the difference in the grocery stores. Without mandatory country of origin labeling laws, you as a consumer have no way to know where your beef came from. And that's exactly how the packers like it. More imports won't fix the problem. They'll make it worse. Every pound of foreign beef that's brought in weakens our own cattle industry and puts our nation's food security further at risk. If you care about keeping America's food supply strong and supporting American ranch families, the best thing you can do is be buying Ranch Direct. Obviously, we'd love for that to be from us at Diamond H Ranch. But even if it's not from us, find a rancher you trust and support them. When you buy Ranch Direct, your money is going directly to a hardworking American.
I'm going to tell you this. We shouldn't even be in this situation in the first place. And I'm going to just end the video right here. Y'all check this out, y'all. It's crazy.
3 beefs. Beef loin, New York steak. 3 common. Look at the price. Look at the price.
$73.45 for 3 New York steak strips. $73.45. I can't make this up. And you know, don't get me wrong, steak has always been expensive. You know, this is just what it is, but we shouldn't even be in this situation in the first place, guys. And so many people, even when I saw that video of all the farmers, y'all remember the video with all the farmers when they were over in Arkansas and they had that big meeting and they were just like, oh man. And you know, I don't know if the bailout got approved or they already went through the bailout, but the bailout is not what farmers want. I'm gonna just tell you like that. That is from the videos that we've seen, from all the research and journalism that we've done. Farmers don't want a bailout. They want a market to be able to sell the beef, the cattle that they make. That's it. That's it. So it's going to continue to get worse, especially after, you know, how it's going to be. You know, it's going to get worse. It is. It's going to get worse. $74. $73.40. $73.45. You can't make this up, y'all. This isn't something. This isn't a fake video. This is quite literally somebody at the grocery store. This is. What's grocery stores is? I'm very curious. Costco. There it is right there. Y'all see it? This is at Costco wholesale, y'all. It's crazy. I can't make this up. It's crazy. Chicken is poor man's meat. Yeah, hey man, listen, I can't even make it up, y'all. Chicken, it's gonna be chicken. We're gonna be eating rice and beans very soon, y'all. $75. $75 for some beef. Rice and beans for America. Absolutely. I go vegan before I spend that much. Ain't no, hey, listen, shout out to the wife. Yeah, listen, I'm telling you, it's crazy. We might be going vegan soon. Baby. It's crazy, y'all. Yeah, months. That is a crazy high price. Everyone I could, no one could be bothered. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I'm not about to fearmonger. I'm not about to come out here and say that it's gonna be like super unaffordable across the board. I'm not saying that whatsoever. That's not what I'm saying. And I don't want to build this wrong image of oh, everything is bad and all the prices and people are not going to be able to fill their groceries. That is not what I'm trying to say. But what I am telling you is when people's grocery bills start to begin to line up with their housing cost, that's when, you know, you start ringing a concern for what is happening in the you know, the economy. People still going to be able to buy it. People still going to buy the groceries because you need to eat. People still going to go and buy that $75 pack of New York strips. People still going to buy it, you know. Still going to be a thing. But I'm just saying it's just going to, it's not sustainable. And why are we here right now in the first place? It's not sustainable whatsoever. It's not. It's not. Last time changing this battery, y'all. All right, this is the last time. I got a couple more videos. I got a couple more, and then I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna try to end the stream by 10 o'clock. You know, I know it's late, man. I don't like the. As a matter of fact, I'm in the Eastern time zone. I don't know what time zones y'all are in. Y'all let me know, but I'm in the Eastern, so you know it's pretty late over here. it's pretty late over here, so we about to. This is the last video right here, guys, and I gotta end it off with a banger. I got to. I gotta end it off with a banger, y'all, because y'all gonna love this one. Not love it, but at the same time, it's interesting. All right, it's interesting. Americans can't afford food to survive, but there is a gold ballroom being built at the White House. Yeah, $200 million, by the way, $200 million. On top of that, we giving $40 billion to a whole nother country. Yeah, it's crazy. Central Missouri Boomer Tech, good with everything. Yeah, it's crazy. Eastern time over here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's getting pretty late. We about to wrap it on up. I gotta end it on a banger though, y'all. I got to end it on a banger. Rice and pasta and chicken and tuna and canned greens. That's how you save money, great Griot. That's how you save money. I'm telling you. You get rice and beans and then rice and pasta, or my go-to meal when I had no money was chicken, broccoli, and rice. It was quite literally that every single day. I would cook it and I would meal prep for the whole week. It would cost me, I think, like $100, or not even $100. It was probably like $75, if that, maybe even $50. $50, and I would have meals for the entire week. I would eat on that. I would skip breakfast every single day, and then I would eat. Oh man, how was I doing it? Oh no, I would skip breakfast. I would eat it for lunch around like 2 to 3 o'clock, and then I'll eat a snack for dinner, and I was good for the whole day, y'all. I'm telling you. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. I'm telling you, you got to. You got to find a way. If you're struggling, and I'm not saying everybody's struggling, but I'm saying if you're in a situation, you got to find a way that's sustainable for you, because the prices eventually will come back down. They will. Well, I hope the prices will come back down. I don't want to make any bold claims. I hope so. Andy Central's time, yeah. Blowing isn't it. That should be the first thing to get torn down if he leaves office. For borrow build doesn't. I agree. Mind blowing, isn't it? Oh yeah. I don't know. Hey, listen. Hey, I don't know. We're gonna see. I think it's gonna stay up. I don't know. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. They are coming back down. Hey, listen. I hope so. All right, y'all. Anyways. This is the last video of the day. Hope I enjoyed y'all all stream. This was a great stream. We had a good time. It's super late. I like to do my streams, at 12 o'clock. But, it's all good. Y'all joined. We had a good time. We had a great stream today. And we're going to end it off today with a banger. Let's check this out, y'all. It's crazy. Well, not a banger. Let's rephrase that. Not a banger, but a very interesting video. All right, that's what we're gonna say. Not a banger, a very interesting video. Let's check this out.
I'm not sure how to feel anymore about everything that's going on. So everyone's in an uproar because they're talking about taking away the SNAP benefits. Now, I voted for Trump, but I gotta say, man, I don't feel warm and cozy about this one. I don't agree with taking people's food, their resources to survive. There's elderly, there's children. I understand there's people on the system that abuse it, misuse it, buy processed foods, however you want to put that. But what it boils down to is just like a kid in a grocery store that's acting out, screaming, acting a fool.
I'm sorry. I gotta pause before I seriously do have to pause. Guys, was it like a book or something? Was it like cryptid, or was everybody not on the same page about what Trump talked about during the campaigns? Was it not like clear and black and white? Forget if you talked about Project 2025 and you read it and you look into it. Forget about that, right? Because even Project 2025, it dove into those policies that he talked about cutting within these systems, the food stamps and the welfare. That was clear as day in there. But during the campaign, did you not see all the systems that they were talking about with all the government waste and people taking advantage, and then Doge and all these different things? Was it not clear as day what policies and what systems he was going to cut, funding and all these different things? When people went out and voted at these elections, I just don't understand whatsoever. Like, why is it so just brand news or whatever the case is? Guys, I don't understand. I truly could never connect the dots. What did you vote for him then for? What did you vote? Like, now you're coming out because of it's going to affect you or somebody in your life or something like that. Seriously, it's crazy, guys. I can't make this up.
You can't blame that child. You got to blame who's in charge, the parents. Now, the government's in charge of all of this stuff that's going on. Senate, Congress, whoever, the president, they're in charge of, you know, deciding who gets assistance, food, so to speak. They created a monster. Now they got to try to find a way to fix it. But I don't feel good about threatening if you're going to do it or not going to do it, because I don't know what the hell is going to happen. But you can't threaten people right before the holidays to take away all they have, which is food to feed themselves and their parents or whatever, and the children, right before Thanksgiving and Christmas. But it's ill-timed. It's not cool. I don't agree with it. I voted for Trump, but I don't agree with taking people's food. I pay taxes every...
I'm sorry for pausing. I got to pause it one more time, guys. So when is a better time, right? Like, what's the better time? Is it just in general or because it's the holidays? No, just wait until... So what he's saying is basically, no, wait until after the holidays to cut so many people line of food. Wait until after Christmas and wait until after, you know, Thanksgiving and all these different things. Then do it, right? Then people can't eat. Make sure they have a good holiday time. That's basically... I'm just joking, but I'm just saying that's what it sounds like. What he's saying. And I'm not saying, you know, because I actually kind of agree with what he's saying. I just can't get past the part that he supported. He voted for Trump. I mean, he's open about it. And shout out to him, you know, for being honest and being, you know, like genuine about what he's talking about. Even though I don't agree with who he made his decision during the past election. I appreciate his transparency and his vulnerability during his post, but at the same time, come on, guys, like seriously, we just gotta be real about the situation
every day. And I'd much rather, even I know there's people that misuse it, I'd much rather take my money and feed my neighbors and the people that are like, you know, not doing well and have no money or poor or whatever. I'd rather feed them than send all my fucking money to Argentina or Ukraine. Whoever's in charge of where our tax dollars go, they should all be fucking fired. They should have been fired at the beginning of the year when they found out how much corruption and misspending had been going on. The trillions of dollars pissed away. Find somebody that knows how to figure out the taxes to make sure they're spent properly, not overseas. Enough of the bullshit. But don't take people's food away. A lot of people, that's all they have left to cling to is their food that they put in their stomachs every day. And if you take away the food, can you imagine what would happen? Tens of millions of people storming grocery stores, kicking doors in to feed their children because desperate times calls for desperate measures. And if you have nothing to eat, people already got nothing to live for. People are so depressed, anxious, stressed. I don't want to know what's going to happen. But like I said, you created this monster. Now it's up to you to fix it.
Who created this monster? The only people who created this monster was the Republican Party. I don't know. I don't understand the confusion behind that. All right. Like, and I got to give video credit. His name is Shannon Man 9390. Right. I'll link the video in the description. You guys can check it out. But the only people who created this monster was the Republican Party. Like, I don't understand. What about that whole system? What about the people who voted? Like, I don't understand. What part about this past election did people not understand about the cuts within the... We all saw this coming. It was quite literally an open notebook test. Like, we all saw the things that they were going to do. We knew for a fact, we knew for a 100% fact that Trump was going to start the whole immigration policies once again. He was going to bring in ICE and all these federal agents. The exact thing that he's doing right now with the Chicago and all these other, you know, cities and states around the world. We knew for a fact he was going to bring immigration. We knew for a fact he was going to start cutting so many different things, so many different programs, so many different, you know, funding systems, Medicaid, Section 8, you know, food stamps, welfare, all these different things. We knew those were going to be the facts. We also knew for a fact that he was going to bring tariffs, because that was his whole different thing. We're going to make America great. We're going to bring jobs. That was his system for bringing jobs into the United States, bringing manufacturing into the United States. It was a quite literally open book text. And I can talk about this for hours on end, but I quite literally don't. I don't even have the energy. Seriously, I don't. And I don't understand why this guy is confused. I'm not trying to beat him up, but I genuinely, I get what he's saying. Why are we here? Why are we talking about this situation right now? Why are we even in this predicament in the first place? I get what he's saying, but I can't back it. I can't, because you voted for him. I can't. Like, thank you for the video. How about that? Thank you for the video. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for whatever. But it does not help the situation whatsoever. It doesn't. It quite literally doesn't. But thank you. Thank you for admitting the honesty of how it's affecting people. Thank you. That's all I'm gonna say about that, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Let's check this out.
I voted for Trump, and I don't agree with him taking away the EBT benefits from the American people. This is what I just heard a creator say. And so now my thought process is, were you not aware of what you were voting for? Not who, but what. Because clearly you could not have been fully aware. So then that makes me think, when most people are voting, like, with this past election, were we just making votes because Trump was a white man and Kamala is a black?
Absolutely. And that was a lot of people that was doing that, because so many people was like, oh, I'm not voting on identity politics, I'm not voting because of whatever case is. But in actuality, so many people, first off, if you filtered out all the people who voted based off of color because they didn't want to support the other candidate, not policy, not identity, but the candidate, there were so many people that had voted based on, oh, Trump, because he fits the description that they wanted to, and she didn't. That's quite literally what some people did. It's crazy.
Woman or a woman? Is that what your vote was based on, rather than what was going to come into play from each of these candidates? This is why we have to read. We have to read to understand why we are making the choices that we are making. This is mind-boggling.
Yeah, but we here now, y'all. There's quite literally nothing we can do about it. I mean, I make these videos to keep people informed. I'm not fear-mongering. I literally just am bringing the news as to what's happening in the United States. Like, I don't even know what else to say about it. Y'all see the video right here. There's quite literally nothing else to say. Like, it's frustrating. It's ridiculous. It is. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? I'm gonna just end it right there, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. It's crazy. I told y'all I was gonna end on one of those. I had to say that one for the end, because I didn't know how it was gonna go. I didn't know how I was gonna think. I didn't know what was gonna go through my mind. But I genuinely, when I watch these like clips, I struggle, man. I struggle. Especially now to see like how crazy it is getting. But I don't know. Well said. Mysterian. I think I said that right. Mysterian? I could be completely wrong. Sorry if I messed it up. Dad Masterson. Give it a couple months. Yeah. It is ignorance. It is absolutely ignorance. It's crazy. This country's in deep crap. Shelley Brown. Yeah, it is. Yep, it is. Absolutely. It is. It's crazy. Trump said he loved the uneducated Andy. Yeah. That's what he said. I mean, hey, that's out of his mouth. He loves the uneducated. We know you are. This country's in deep crap. Yeah. Billy the Kid said you get what you voted for. Or we're too lazy to go out and vote against. Now own it. Yeah. Exactly, Billy. Exactly. So guys, I know so many people who just didn't even vote. You know what I mean? Like, didn't even go out to the polls. Didn't even go out. Stargazer, new sub, good stream, keeping people informed. Thank you, Stargazer. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Is this channel familiar with great resets? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think we are going through a great reset, but it's hard to say. It's kind of, I don't know. I guess you can say that. Maybe not. I don't know. Everyone should take a civics test, and if they fail, they can't vote. We got what the rest of them voted for as well. This is the biggest example of how important it is to vote. It is quite literally. I mean, wait. Let's put a asterisk on that as well. To vote informed, to be very informed when you're voting. Like, you should have a degree of knowledge of the candidate that you're voting for. Like, you should have a degree of like knowledge and not identity or, oh, this is the person, you should have a degree of that. That's where, I don't know, head on the swivel. But yeah, man, I'm not going to end on a bad note. I will say this, guys, like, keep your head up, and keep going, because at the end of the day, with all the craziness going on in life, right? Like, we talk about layoffs, we talk about, food stamp cuts and all these different programs and all these different systems and just stuff that's going on within the United States, right? Like, it can really take you down. It can really take you to a low place and think that everything is bad and, it can really take you low. But what I will leave you with this, guys, as long as you stay grounded, as long as you keep yourself like focused and, continue working and continue doing the things that, make your life happy, and spending time with family, if that's something that you value a lot, or, whatever it is that makes you happy in this life, put along the politics side, because politics is always going to be there. Craziness is always going to be there. Even though we don't agree with it, it sucks. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense to me. I can never connect the dots, right? Even though it sucks, always try your best. Always work super hard to keep yourself grounded. Whether that's you taking a vacation and, spending time at a beach, or, even outside on your back porch, just spending time, just doing nothing, sitting, watching the sky, enjoying the sunset, watching football or enjoying sports, or just, gardening or something, whatever you enjoy to do, or reading, right? Like, whatever it is that you enjoy to do in your life, ground yourself, spend time, right? Spend time with yourself, because if not, seeing this crazy stuff that happens, it can take you seriously. It is. It can make you afraid, and it can make you do some crazy things that you might, end up kind of, I guess, regretting. Not necessarily regretting, but you know what I mean. Like, mentally, it can bring you down. But guys, I'm gonna end it right here. And I say this a lot of times. I say this like almost every video. Even though I don't agree with a lot of things that are going on right now in the country and, around the world, or whatever cases, I don't agree with a lot of things. But I will tell you this, guys. America is a great country. America is a great place. America is it's a great place. It is. I don't agree with a lot of things that's going on. We have beautiful cities, beautiful places, beautiful people, amazing people. Each one of you guys that are in this stream right here, you guys are amazing people. You know what I'm saying? Like, America's a great country. We just make horrendous, when I say horrendous, very, very bad decisions when it comes to, the things that we talked about today. You know what I'm saying? We make bad decisions. We do. And it starts from the top, from the entire administration all the way down to each individual citizens, like, we just made bad decisions. And when I say we, I'm just saying people as a whole. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you or you or you. I'm not saying any one of you guys, because I'm sure you guys, make great decisions. I'm just saying as a whole, guys. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, I enjoyed you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. And yeah, Andy, yeah, it is good to cleanse yourself sometimes. Take a break from social media. I even tell my wife that all the time, right? Cleanse from social media. Take a week off, or a month off, or a couple of days, or even a day, or even an hour, whatever it is. Depends on what works best for your life, right? Cleanse, because it'll submerge you. The more it submerges you get into it, it'll bring you down. You know what I'm saying? So you have to ground yourself. That's the biggest thing. Ground yourself, you know. But yeah, I enjoyed you guys. You guys are amazing every single day. We'll be on live again on Monday. Monday at 12. We're not gonna miss it. I'm not gonna miss it. 12 o'clock sharp on Monday. All right. I appreciate you guys. This is also Eastern Standard Time on Monday, 12. We go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, guys. I appreciate each one of you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Listen, at the end of the day, stay grounded. You know, appreciate all the support. I don't know. I'm trying to find something clever to say. There's nothing clever to say. I'm going to see you on Monday. We out. Let's go.